James, it's the Betfred League One playoff final. How's the players' preparation been this week?
I think coming off the back of Sunday's game, I don't think it can come much better really. Ever since I've got here, everyone's been talking about we've not managed to put an 80-minute performance together. We've had one good half followed by a poor half or vice versa, so I think this is the happiest we've felt coming off a game. Certainly since I've been here, it's probably the most, calculated performance we had. We stuck to task and did everything that John set out.
Obviously now it's all about maintaining that consistency and making sure on Sunday the side turn up against what's going to be a fiery and feisty Workington Town side.
Yeah, that's it. I think we don't want to peak in the semi-finals, so we need to remember everything we did last week, our preparation, the game plan, and implement it again this week. I think when we played Workington at home the last time around, I think emotions got the better of us. I think we read into a little bit much of what they'd said in the press and stuff like that, and I think we went out there just trying to knock the life out of them really, and kind of went away from task. So I think it'd be keeping a calm head, sticking to task and executing it with energy, I think.
Is it fair to say then you think that the side have learned from that experience and they'll approach the game on Sunday a little bit differently?
Yeah, that's it. They're a big set, and I think us middles, I think we tried to show who was toughest and trying to run over them, and that's not the way to do it. I think playing with speed and moving the ball around and getting their big fellas moving is the way to do it, and we just got into a who's toughest competition, and that's exactly what they want. So we need to stick to our game plan and just stay calm. I think that's probably the best bit. I think we give away some daft penalties, me included, so just keeping our heads is going to be the main thing.
And patience, that's a pertinent word. Very patient against Oldham in that first half an hour when the scoreboard was 6-0 and it was very tight and tense.
Yeah, that's it. I think sometimes we're guilty of thinking we have to score on every set, because we have got the quality to do it. So I think we get a little bit frustrated and a little bit rattled. But playing against teams like Oldham where they do complete high, you've got to beat them at their own game. And again, if we can complete high, keep turning their big boys around, make them make repeat efforts, eventually in the second half it'll pay off.
Season's on the line, the gruelling pre-season, the previous 26 rounds, the semi-final, all that's out the door now. It's going to come down to 80 minutes of rugby league football between Bradford and Workington. How are you feeling on the pressure stakes?
I think we're all pretty calm. I think obviously last week's gone a long way to building some confidence and seeing how far we've come. I think them 26 rounds mean nothing now. We slipped up, and we'll all admit that we should have finished top. Letting Workington get the better of us and a hiccup against York. I do believe we are the best team in the competition. We just let ourselves down, and it comes to showing that on Sunday now in do or die.
This will be the first final of your career?
Yeah, I've played maybe one Yorkshire Cup final about age 12 and 14, but you can't really count them, can you? But yeah, this would be the biggest game I've played in with the most riding on it.
And what would it mean if, come 5 o'clock on Sunday, the Bradford Bulls have defeated Workington Town and they're back in the Championship?
Oh, it'd be huge for everybody. I think from the minute I got here, that was all we spoke about is getting up. It's not, oh, let's just try and get to the playoffs or whatever. It's we are going up like that. If anything else is a failure. So it'll be huge for everybody. But I think just for me, seeing the look on my teammates' faces, because I've not been here all that long. I've been here for a third of the year. They've gone to the awful trips away at the beginning of the year when the weather was rubbish and the dark, cold nights and stuff like that. They've done the hard yards. I've kind of come in when the ball's already been rolling. So to see it pay off for them would be the biggest thing for me.
And obviously, when you look at players like Ross Peltier, Elliot Minchella, Brandon Pickers, Galifan Ryan, Ross Oakes, Liam Kirk, Bradford-born players, obviously you can see what it means to them. When they get the win out there on the field, there's a lot of emotion. Yeah,
that's it. I think like George, he's a Bradford lad as well, and he's not shy in telling you about it. But there's that gets you a long way. Emotionally, it'll get you up there. They'll buzz everybody else up. So for it to pay off for them, it'll be fantastic. But also to be able to achieve something for myself, selfishly, it'd be nice to have this on my record and get this team where it belongs and play in a division where we'll be much happier, less travelling and stronger competition and really testing ourselves against some better teams.
Couple of months in here at Bradford under John Kerr, how are you finding it, James?
I loved it. So when the option came to extend, it was a no-brainer really. Since I've come here, it's given me the opportunity to do everything that I want. I'm playing in a decent team with good facilities and under a coach that I like and who respects me and I respect him. But also with the way that we train, it's managed to free up some time for me to pursue things away from rugby. I actually approached John about maybe getting a couple of days off to pursue a course, and he's like, yeah, honestly, whatever you need. So it's given me a full life balance, and working with these lads every day as well, it's been an absolute pleasure. So I'm probably the happiest I've been in rugby league for a long time.
And obviously, again, finally, cap a very prosperous 2018 with Bradford back in the Championship.
Yeah, that's it. I think you look around at the club and it's operating well above its means. The training facilities, the stadium, the coaching staff, players, everything about the club, it's not League One standards. It is much higher than that. So it is a real shame to see it where it is, but it's off the back of things that have been out of people's control, and we've got a great opportunity now to give back and put it back where it should be.